same thing, quick and fast. Short and quick. Go ahead, Andrew.
How long did it take you to get through the celebration process from Philadelphia and kind of steer the nose in the direction of New Orleans?
Yeah, I'd say we had a team meeting yesterday about everything, and probably just that night and early morning and waking up still celebrating. Once we started talking about the trip and travel plans and everything, kind of changed my gear to focus on that game.
Was it pretty easy to do that?
I would say it was easy. It's exciting. It's something that nobody on this team's experienced. So I think we're all very excited and anxious.
Coach Davis talks a lot about you coming from Oklahoma, never having been outside of there or whatever to live. What to you, when you wake up every morning here, what to you is the biggest difference about being in North Carolina, living in North Carolina?
I've always said biggest difference of living would be the trees. There's a lot of trees. But the biggest difference for me is not being close to home, not having my parents within an hour of being there, and not be able to see family as much as I want, and not be able to see my dog as much as I want. So the biggest change for me was more being on my own and trying to figure things out on my own. And it's been awesome. It's been an awesome year, and it's been a lot of fun. And haven't really missed being at home just because of what I've been able to experience here.
Did you, when you were in Norman, would you go home a lot? Was that part of it?
Yeah, I went home all the time. I'd be able to go to my brother's games. I wanted something to eat. I'd tell my mom, "You make this for dinner, and I'll be home." And I was home all the time, and had friends back home, and it was just back and forth. But my first few years, I was still felt pretty young, so I was home a lot and enjoyed being at home.
When you watched Caleb play this year, where we had games like the Syracuse game where he shot poorly the whole time until it was in the crunch, and then all of a sudden he went off. Same thing with UCLA. What is it like when you're watching a guy just kind of take over in that moment, especially if he hasn't had a great game to that point?
Yeah, he played unbelievable against UCLA. He's the one that pulled us through in that. But he stays on me, and I believe that everybody stay on him as well about next shot, and just keep playing, because he proved in that UCLA game that it didn't matter what happened in the first half, that he played unbelievable in the second half. And him being able to shoot the ball like that and facilitate and make passes and get in the paint, it's been awesome, and he's helped us out a lot in many different areas.
Brady, what was the experience like? I don't think we asked you in Philly, of just being able to cut down the nets, and you and Leaky got to wear them. Like, was that, something I guess a little unexpected, but still very cool?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was my first time ever doing anything like that. It was special, and it was a pretty cool time and thing to be able to do that for. Not many people get to experience that game and that experience, and what's going to happen this upcoming week. There's not many people that have gotten that chance, and it's just been awesome.
Did you wear the net for a while? Did you have to give it up or something? Like, how long did you wear the net?
I wore it a very long time. Yeah, the whole plane ride back and everything. Yeah, I had it on for a long time.
I saw you walk down with it on Sunday night, right back in here to the Dean Dome. But what have you come to enjoy? Or perhaps just have you come to process this rivalry between Duke and UNC and over the last year? And what does it mean to you to be going down to New Orleans to face the team that's typically just right down the road?
Yeah, it's been awesome, because you hear about it. You don't really ever experience it being different time zone, and growing up in Oklahoma, you hear about it, you see it on TV. But being able to experience home and away game, awesome, and now being able to experience the first March Madness game of that, it's gonna be special, and it's gonna be a fun crowd. It's gonna be a fun game. It's gonna be a lot of attention on both teams, and it's gonna be exciting.
How is Duke a different team than the last time you played them in Cameron?
Let's say they're just like everybody else. They're growing. They're learning. Everybody get down to the end of the year, and you're on a hot streak, and I'd say we're all in the Final Four for a reason. So we're all on some kind of hot streak right now, and everybody grows. Everybody gets better. Players are more in their role from even beginning of the year, midway through the year, and everybody really takes part in that role, and just both teams are playing unbelievable.
Obviously, you guys won the game, but what can you take away to do differently and do better on Saturday?
Yeah, just compete hard, play hard, and just hopefully come out with a win. Just enjoy it, enjoy the game, and enjoy the excitement, the build up to the game, and just have fun.
Has the degree of fan hysteria here kind of met your expectations, exceeded it? And how much have all your different social media followings just exploded?
Yeah, it's been bigger than I thought. The fan bases on North Carolina, and even at away games, we're seeing people in the crowds, and there's always a lot of people cheering for us, and it's been awesome. And social media wise, it's unbelievable. Coming in, I committed and had a short blow up of social media, and it's been growing ever since. And it's just really cool to see the support and the amount of people that are liking me. Actually,
Has it really picked up a lot in the last month or so?
yeah, I would say it's picked up quite a bit. Really picked up around conference play, and we started winning some games and winning big games, and it's definitely picked up, and it's been cool. You can see it, social media, you can see it in person, and walking around, it's been exciting.
You talk about social media. I've seen some of your TikToks. They've come up on my For You page. I was kind of curious the thought process behind those TikToks. Is that a collaborative effort?
Yeah, as come up with an idea, and it's just funny and creative, and it's something that people like to see. So I'll keep making them at most random time possible.
Do you have any lined up ideas for when you're down in New Orleans? Or?
I would say I have some stuff in the drafts, but haven't really. We talked about making a few more, but it's like I said, it's random, and sometimes we take them on the first take and they're hilarious. Sometimes it takes us a while, so it's just funny.
Brady, how has the offense overall maybe changed or improved or grown as Caleb and RJ have found their chemistry together, and maybe with Caleb just being free off the ball to shoot a little bit more, RJ is more of a decision maker?
Yeah, we've been playing really well, and RJ, Caleb, Leaky, everybody that really facilitates the offense and has the ball in their hands a lot, whether it's ball handling, starting a play, dribbling. They've all been doing an unbelievable job, and they're able to get in the paint. Caleb, RJ have been shooting unbelievable. Leaky's one of the best passers that we have on the team, and just them being able to be a threat on offense, and then also having that ability to pass open guy, penetrate, draw everybody away from Armando or away from me, away from Caleb, away from RJ. It spaces the floor well for us and helps the guys get open and have that chance to make an open shot.
Brady, your family rolls pretty deep, it seems like, at these games. Is it a challenge at all getting everybody accommodated for New Orleans? I mean, have you got more ticket requests than you can handle?
Yeah, I got a good amount of people, but I had a strong few that have shown up to almost every game, and they've been to a lot of the big games, and had to help them first, and hopefully see what can happen after that. My family's been awesome. They've spent a lot of money, a lot of time this year on whether it was plane tickets, hotels, traveling from 1 week going from Atlanta back to Chapel Hill or something, so just making a long weekend out of something. It's pretty incredible what they've been able to do, and I've had somebody at every game but one this year. It was the Boston one that got rescheduled to a day later. I just told them to cancel it. But I've had a family every year actually. Only had about 5 or 6 games in college where nobody was at.
Brady, when I wanted to go back to something you said, Caleb has been on you and everybody, next shot, next shot. Were you all wired that way before, or did hearing Caleb say it, does that help you in how you approach, because you seem pretty comfortable out there even in clutch moments?
Yeah, I think it helps everybody. Some games people aren't shooting the way they want to. They're missing open shots. You can get down on yourself, but I think it helps anybody. He's been playing unbelievable, and he's been that guy that we need, and it's shown several times throughout the year, and specifically in the UCLA game that he was definitely looking at that next shot, and it second half took off for him, and it was awesome to see.
You've said you've been comfortable all year, or with the fit here. Has your confidence grown in your shot, or has that been pretty much the same all year?
I say the confidence has always been there. I've been put in a really awesome position here of being the 4 spot and being able to play with guys that can help draw the defense away from me and really leave me in a position where I'm not necessarily getting face guarded, but I have a chance to cut back door, space on the opposite side. Come off of some kind of screen. It's been a really cool. I've been in a great position with this team.
Time for 2 more questions.
Brady, before you got to college, who would you say was most instrumental in your basketball development, and why would you say that first?
I would say my dad. He was an awesome shooter in college. Shot really well from 3, and he learned to shoot and really took it to the next level with me and my brother. We grew up going to all kinds of camps. We went to his college, went to that camp all the time, and they have a big emphasis on shooting, and really just took it from my dad and been able to make it into my own kind of shot and gone from there, and it's worked out, and made a lot of shots over my career.
And Billy, you said your decision was kind of like an all or nothing family decision. You had to have everybody on the same page. Was everybody constantly on the same page, or was there somebody maybe you had to kind of push more towards this decision and come to North Carolina?
I think we were all on the same page. It was more of being left up to me. They wanted me to decide. They wanted me to ultimately make that decision. But when it came down to I set a deadline for myself. I said that week I'm going to make a decision by Friday, and I got to make a decision by Friday. And you could tell later in the week it was North Carolina would be a lot of fun. You don't have to grow up yet. It'd be a lot of fun, and it's really pushed me to come here, and I wanted to come here. So it's all worked out, and it's been awesome.
Thank you very much.
Brady, who finished second? Like, where was the other school you were seriously?
I would say it was just here or go pro, and I decided to go back to college.
Thanks, guys.
What's the dog rating?